only there for 4 days, but before I got arrested 4 days, a month ago I just got out the feds. I did federal time in the federal penitentiary. I was in Atlanta, Oklahoma, California, Florida.
For how long?
I did 3.5 years.
Why?
Firearm by felon.
All right, my name is Ask Pharmacist Tish, and I'm here in the downtown Charlotte, and I am here to visit all of the amazing people of this city and see what their story is talking about. So what do we have here?
My name is Carlito. Everybody call me Lito.
Carlito.
Yeah,
Hi, papi.
Puerto Rican, mixed with a little bit of African American.
Habla español, sí?
Poquito.
Muy poquito, sí.
My mom's Puerto Rican. My dad's fully black. I was raised by my dad.
Okay. So where you born and raised?
Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm from the north side.
Okay.
In other words, from North Trine, Dalton Avenue, Delahaye Court, Graham Street, Statesville Avenue, Bill, Rachel Street, from all over. Anywhere on the north side is where I'm from.
Okay. Wow. So what you got in your hand, Joe?
I just got out. This is my jail paper.
Oh, that's a nice picture. Let me see that picture. That's
right.
a handsome picture. You know what? You look like Michael B. Jordan.
That's what everybody says.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this my lucky day? I run across Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
Wow, that is crazy. Wow. So today is your very first day.
I literally just got out like 2 hours ago.
And where did they bring you? Here?
No, I walked from East 4th Street. East 4th Street, well, West Trade turns into East 4th. East 4th is where the jail is located at. It's at the corner. The Mecklenburg County Detention Center, NCDC.
How long you been there?
I was only there for 4 days, but before I got arrested 4 days, a month ago I just got out the feds. I did federal time in the federal penitentiary. I was in Atlanta, Oklahoma, California, Florida.
For how long?
I did 3.5 years.
Why?
Firearm by felon.
So you were already a felon before you went for 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
I signed my life away on a case that I could have beat because the system gives these people ultimatums.
Right.
And all people really ready to do is to get out of jail. So even though they know they could beat their case or they didn't do something, they sign their life away anyway. You know what I'm saying? Or they get scared. The system tells you, well, we'll give you 100 years if you don't sign it.
Right.
If you lose and you go to trial, we'll give you this amount of time.
And then when you have to worry about the jury of your peers,
that
gets a little, nerve-wracking. You don't know who your peers may be.
Right.
So let's start off at the beginning. So how was your childhood?
My childhood, I had an abusive childhood.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 7. My sister just passed away not too long ago. Then my mama passed away not too long ago after that. So at the time, I have a sister, Carly, Courtney. I have a brother, he's doing fed time named Donovan. I have a brother named Jerry, he's doing 110 years.
Okay. So you have a mom and a dad in a home, or how was that?
Well, I was raised in foster care. I have an adopted mom and an adoptive dad, and I had a real surrogate mom, which passed away. And then my real dad, I never knew who he was.
Okay, so let's start over. So you were born to a surrogate.
I was born to a surrogate.
So someone wanted to have you.
Right, I was born into a surrogate. My mom was doing too much, so I got lost. DSS came and got me and my sister. I have a twin sister. Came and got me and my sister, put us through foster care.
From birth?
Since I was 2.
2, okay.
Okay, and then my dad, who I call my dad now, is really my cousin. But I call him my dad because he raised me. He was a father figure during the whole time I was growing up. Taught me how to work, taught me how to be a man, taught me different qualities and aspects that a man's supposed to have.
All right. Yeah. And so, how was that growing up in foster care?
Well,
because you were 2 years old.
I only did it until I was 2 years old. I got adopted. It didn't take long. Like within a year, when I was with my adopted parents, I was still 2 years old. They gave me my first Christmas. I never knew I was adopted. I couldn't remember. It was so traumatic. I couldn't remember that point up until I was 2 years old. So I always thought these were my real parents until one day they say, "Okay, you're adopted."
How old were you when they told you that?
I was 13 years old.
Wow. And so you and your twin sister were adopted together?
Yes, ma'am.
And so how was that household? Like, how were they loving? Was it stable? Was it not?
Yeah, but when you're in foster care, they get a paycheck for that. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. So when I turned 18 and 21, that's when the love started going downhill. But when the paycheck was coming in, you get more when you have 2 kids in foster care, with me and my twin sister.
That's what it is.
They got, you know, a higher amount of a paycheck. It was all about a paycheck. It was all about money. All about money. You know.
I swear to God, I won't ask you for nothing again. Please let her stop and come back here.
So, I'm sorry, he was looking at her. She is gorgeous. And so, you felt, what, so you think they stopped loving you the same, or you think they were just like, you were older, so they was trying to push out the nest?
I realized that the love was only because of the money. It was only because it was benefiting them. And I feel like there is no real love besides the love that the real mom you came from and the real dad who birthed you gave you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of love.
Do you still have a relationship with them?
My real mom?
No, your adopted family.
My adopted family, yeah, but it was always different. I knew something was different, even though I was adopted, or found out I was adopted at the. No, ma'am, I'm fine. Even though I found out I was adopted at the.
Although you don't want a hand, you don't want one?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, thank you.
I'm good. Even though I found out at the age of 13 I was adopted, the whole time in my mind I knew something was off. I always was a thinker, always was an observer, and I always felt the void. It just
like something wasn't connecting.
It wasn't there.
But they still overall treated you well.
Like that's right. But even then, something was missing. Don't know exactly what. Can't put my finger on it. Kind of like when you leave the house and you feel like, you know, I'm forgetting something, but you don't know exactly what it is until you leave and you get up the street and you say, damn, that's what it was.
Right.
You know.
So you always felt like, even though they adopted you, you always, and after they told you, that's when it kind of clicked in. You start being observant and like, hold on, I'm just here for a paycheck. That's how you felt.
It felt like I was just living a whole lie. Like, what? You guys are my parents? What? And it changed my thinking. Because why would you wait this long to tell me that? And I always wondered why I had 4 grandmas. I always wondered why. And I'm so green at the time.
Right. I mean, when you were a child, how would you to know?
Right. And it dawned on me. I used to always go to my grandma's house, and I'd be like, man, it's not my mama's mom, it's not my dad's mom.
Right.
But I know this is my grandma.
Right.
You know, and when it hit me, and when I was told that, it's like everything came together at one time.
And so that really bothered you.
I should have been known that from jump.
Certain things, you're not supposed to know. You're a baby.
You know, it's dealing with me. You know.
So how did your twin? How did y'all get along in the household?
Real good. Me and my twin sister, even to this day, were like this. That is my.
Where is she?
Other me. She works for Novant Health. She's a pharmaceutical technician.
You lie. I'm a pharmacist.
Okay, well, that's what my sister does.
Right,
you know
really?
she
Wow.
Went to Wingate University.
Really?
She's doing real good. She has two little boys.
Right.
A little girl on the way. One of the little boys looks just like me, and it's scary.
I can
like
imagine.
Seeing me growing up again.
Right.
And I love them to death. I don't have any kids.
Right.
I'm single.
How old are you now, you said?
I'm 28 years old.
Oh, yeah, you're a baby.
Yeah, but my only thing is the company that I keep, the environment that I'm in, I stay in trouble, you know.
So, okay, start over. Okay, so when did you start getting into trouble? Like,
I started getting into trouble at a real early age.
How old, approximately?
Maybe 5, 6 years old.
How much?
5 or 6 years old. I always was that kid. I was different. You know, my dad threw the cigarette butts out on the ground. I used to run and go pick them up, smoke them. I'm 6 years old. I'm coughing my 5 years old. I'm coughing my lungs out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There'd be beer inside of the fridge.
Right.
I didn't know what beer was, but I just knew. I see my dad drinking.
Right.
I'm drinking my juice, so I'm finna go smoke my cigarette.
Oh.
I know that's a blunt with weed in it.
Oh, my God. So hold up. So you started smoking weed basically at 5 or 6 years old?
I was smoking weed at 5 or 6 years old.
And you were drinking?
I was drinking beer at maybe 7.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I was tall enough to do that, and if I wasn't tall enough, I grabbed the chair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting drunk. I'm 7 years old.
Right. And so, I mean, but you came from but your home was pretty much happy. A happy home, right? They didn't abuse you or anything, did you?
It was more of a, how can I put this?
Something just didn't feel right.
It was a smile on your face when I'm around you, but when we're behind closed doors, we're going to talk about the shit that we don't like about us having y'all. Y'all are a burden on us.
Oh, God.
Y'all are this, y'all are that. And I knew it the whole time. Sometimes I used to stand by the door and I used to listen.
Oh, that is so hard.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes, I do.
And I would still act like I didn't hear shit. You know,
So you would hear your adoptive parents talking trash about you, and that just broke
and
you.
they would spend the money because I went to prep school. I went to Christian school.
Okay.
Hey, no, that's not. He dressed up
I went
like
to
the
Christian
rest.
school,
What's his name?
and I couldn't even get my diploma because my tuition was $14,000 behind.
Okay.
But my money was supposed to go to me having good schooling, to my clothes, to my shoes. I never once seen one of my checks that I was getting.
Yeah. So I know when you're 18 years old or when you're 21,
Hey, listen.
you can, get money, get your own money or something, and they
Right.
set you up with a place to stay.
Right.
Okay, so you were drinking and weeding at 5 to 6 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you graduate from high
I
school?
graduated from high school. I graduated on time. I always was good in school. It was out
So
of
you're
school
naturally
that I was
smart.
bad. Naturally, if the teacher say it's on the board, she's gonna write whatever you need. I mean, she's telling you everything that's on the test. All I do is listen. And
Well, that's
I
easy for
comprehend.
you,
I'm like
but
a
that's not
sponge.
like everybody. Yeah, you're a
Yeah,
sponge.
I'm a sponge. I'm very attentive, and that's what's helped me through a lot of things in life, period.
So when was the first time, did you ever go to juvenile or
I
juvie?
never
Or
went to juvenile. I didn't start going to jail, real man jail, till I was 23 years old.
So you never went to juvenile, you never went to the detention center.
I was always I was bad as hell.
But you always got away with
always
it.
Dodged the bullet. I never.
Right, always been
never-
blessed.
Yeah,
So at 23 was your first time.
my first time, and it was real, and that's when I seen a real mom, a real dad gonna come and get their son,
Yeah.
and all I needed was
What did you go for?
commercial breaking and entering. It's when you breaking into businesses.
Okay.
I went for a larceny with intent to commit a felony after break-in. Also had what else did I have? A misdemeanor breaking and entering, and the only reason I broke into there is because it was cold that night, and I would need somewhere warm to sleep.
Okay. So you couldn't go back to your family?
I can call my mom, I call my dad right now, but the only reason they're gonna pick up their phone and they're gonna act like the love is there because they know they was wrong.
But they would be available to.
Oh yeah.
So you can go home if you want to.
If I wanted to, but I'm not gonna be anywhere where love is not.
Right. So you just don't feel loved.
No, and I feel like I'm my own man. It's my responsibility as a grown man.
So they never visited you. So how long
No.
you at 23? How long were you in jail for?
I was in jail for 3.5 years. Got
Right.
out when I was 26.
How was that? How was that in being in jail?
It was a life-changing-
Being such a Michael B. Jordan,
I
good-looking
went
guy.
from jail- I went from jail to prison.
Uh-huh.
It's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, how did you gain respect in jail? Being a pretty
By
boy.
respecting everybody else.
It's not that easy in jail though.
Yeah, I mean it is. It
Uh-huh.
is. You just mind your business,
And they'll leave you alone?
You move accordingly. Nobody's gonna mess with you unless you walking around like a Charlie badass with your chest out. You know what I'm saying?
So no one never tried to test you or nothing. No one left
Everybody
No one
different.
left you the chocolate on the pillow or nothing like that.
Nah, see, they knew not to try me like that, even though I look good.
Right.
The eyes don't lie. You know who.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You leave that chocolate on the pillow if you want to.
I'm sorry. You said you leave that chocolate if you want
If
to.
you want to.
I love that. Okay, I can see. I see where. Okay, I'm getting you now. I'm getting you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so you went there to prison. How long? When did you get out of prison?
I got out of prison 2018, early 2019. Went right back. Riding with the wrong motherfucker. Excuse my language. Riding with the wrong person.
Okay.
They're called trafficking methamphetamine, trafficking heroin.
Okay. So hold on. Back up. So when did you start selling?
I mean, I don't sell drugs. Just like I say, it's the company you keep.
Okay, so the person you was
Sometimes.
with, and you happen to be involved,
Right.
and then that's how that went.
Sometimes you can get caught up in other people's bullshit.
Right.
Not necessarily what you do. If you hanging around somebody who ain't doing something right, sometimes the consequences gonna fall on you because you right there with them.
Right.
That's how life works.
So you got caught up with that, and how long
Yeah.
you had to go for that? You go for that?
I did like 13 months. you know, on some shit that I didn't do.
So it sounds like the courts try to have some mercy because they knew, but still they had you caught up in that.
Right.
No,
But everything has a learning experience to it. You can't look at something and say, just because I'm in this situation, I quit now. I quit. I give up.
Right. I mean, you're so young. So okay. So what do you? So okay. So what do you? What do you want to do with your life? I mean, you're so young and you're good looking. You look like Michael B. Jordan. How you planning on rocking that Michael B. Jordan look? Come on now. You're 28 years old. I mean, everything online.
I know what to do. I'm kind of out here bullshit, and I know a lot of things. And it's a lot of places that I should be that I'm not right now.
Why not?
Because I'm gonna get it right.
Well, I mean,
you know,
if you know better, why don't you do better?
I mean, I know better, and I am doing better. I came a long way from.
You did.
From where I used to be at. And,
how so?
And look, I used to be wild, didn't give a fuck. Can't tell me shit. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't look at me wrong.
Right.
Don't walk too close. Don't say what's up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to learn to stop being like that.
Right.
And that just comes with growing up. You know.
Right.
And learning. You know, I used to always have a bad temper. I had to learn.
Really.
How to get that in check. Yeah. So I came on.
So how did you deal with the? So do you ever consider yourself being an alcoholic?
No, I don't. I don't have.
So you never had that issue then?
I don't have many vices.
Oh, I'm just saying because you say you started drinking, you know, when you was a baby,
I mean,
basically.
I did, but it
it was nothing a big thing.
You know,
nothing you carried through and had to have.
You know,
so you was never alcoholic.
It was just something. Really
you never was a wheelhead
because I knew I was.
You was never a weed head.
No,
you always had your mental clarity, basically.
Yes,
so you was just dealing with a lot of, you know, not knowing basically your identity.
Right. Figuring it out.
What was the most thing that hurt you that just really broke your heart or broke your spirit as a man?
When my best friend died.
Well, how old were you then?
I was just talking to him. I was 13 years old. I never forget this. And I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, stop robbing people. You know, we out here getting money. This time I was selling weed. I was selling weed in middle school. So I told him, I said, look, stop robbing people. So I turned on. Matter of fact, I went to a function. They was like, yo, Vito, Ashton died. Ashton. I said, what?
And that was your best friend?
I'm like, y'all lying. I said, man, get the fuck out of my face. Stop playing like that. I don't even play like that. I'm ready to fight.
Right.
So I turn on the news. He tried to rob a cab driver without a gun. With a gun. They didn't have no bullets in the cab driver. Shot him in the chest.
Oh. And he was how old?
Man, I was 13. Ashton was 15 years old, had hands like glue. His dad was an NFL wide receiver.
Right.
He was supposed to be the next best, whoever there was at the time. It was him. All-star, had all the girls, good looking.
Right.
Had going, had all the money, had the charisma, had the character. He was a likable person, something like that. You wouldn't even think nothing like that would happen to him. It messed me up a little bit.
Right.
But,
a lot.
Yeah, you know. So I think about that every day.
Really?
You know,
did you go to his funeral?
I couldn't even go. Really, that's how bad it was.
Right.
I was too fucked up. I couldn't do it.
Right.
I couldn't do it. Even me just hearing about it made me just bawl.
Right.
Bawl,
that was traumatizing to you.
Yeah.
And
you like this atmosphere?
How did you react?
At that point, I say I ain't never going out how he went out.
Right.
You know? I'm terrorizing it. I say my best friend just died. I ain't got no choice. I'm terrorizing everything. I don't, at that point, I said, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And I was dead serious when I said that, and I meant it, and that's how I was living. You know.
Right.
That's why I say I came a long way.
Right.
It took a long time for me.
I can tell because you're very calm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like the most traumatizing thing, and I'm pretty sure listening to your parents' door, hearing them talk trash, that was probably very hard. Especially as a young child, you take it so personal.
Yes, man.
All right. So what are your next moves, Michael B. Jordan?
I wish. My next moves are.
So this is your first day out.
This is my first day
How you
out.
feeling?
I feel pretty good. I'm just glad to be outside, you know.
Right.
I gotta stop taking shit for granted all the goddamn time. Sometimes it's a small thing in life that mean the most.
Right.
It's not the money. It's not the cars. It's not the women. It's natural highs, like enjoying the weather, watching or feeling the rain touch your face.
Right.
You
You enjoy your freedom.
Or just saying hello to somebody, or somebody saying something to you to change somebody's day.
Right.
You know, small things.
So where were you
I'm
living before you went back to prison? Where were you living before?
I had a condo. I was over there on Malik Creek. It's called Colonial Grand.
Okay. And you was living there by yourself?
I always lived the expensive lifestyle. I never.
And how were you making money to afford that?
I wouldn't want to say that on camera.
Okay, got you.
I
Okay.
was making it.
Okay.
I wasn't worried about money
Right.
at all.
Right. You had a girlfriend or anything?
You can say that.
But you don't have any children or anything?
No, I don't.
All right. So you want to keep it that way, or?
For now, until I get stable myself, until I find a woman out there who's the woman of my dreams, of course.
Right.
And she has some business about herself. And I can't do that until I have some business about myself. Because
Okay.
don't no woman want no girl that can't bring shit to the table.
Right. Okay. So how you gonna get the table? What you gonna do? You said. What's your game plan?
I know what to do.
What's the game plan? Tell me.
Stay focused,
Okay.
stay consistent.
And what does that mean? I'm busting your balls here. What does that mean? You gonna get a job? You gonna get your online? Do you have a phone?
I'm gonna get a job.
You have a phone?
Yes, I have a phone. Yes, I have
Okay,
a
so
phone.
all those ways of making money online. You can do like a vlog, like I'm doing right now. You could do a day by day.
Yeah. I had to pay $2,000 of my own money just to get out today.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Are you planning on sleeping out here tonight?
No.
Okay, where you planning on going tonight?
I have a condo. I still have my condo.
Oh, so you just chilling out here?
Yeah, but I'm like everybody else. I'm still trying to pay bills.
Right, I feel
got
you.
Expensive lifestyle. I got people who got their hands like this.
Right, I feel you.
You know, I got people depending on me as well. That costs money.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna be making the money to take care of your family.
Hopefully,
All right. Well, be easy. I mean, so what would you have changed in your life? To be different today. What would you have liked to change?
I want to change the thing because
Really?
it
Wow.
made me who I was. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I learned a lot. I can't say I would have done this different. I would have done this different. Everything happened for a reason.
Wow, that's awesome. And what advice would you like to, or any other stories you want to share, or anything you want to share?
The advice I would like to give,
Or just in general, anything you want to share about what happened in your life, or?
just go with your heart.
Okay.
You know, and sometimes other people will tell you things, and some of those things are just to hold you back. Go with what you know and go with God. You
Right.
gotta have a belief system. Without that, that's half the battle. You gotta have some type of guidance. Surround yourself around people that's
Right.
at where you want to be at and
Right.
where you want to go.
Right.
That's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, I appreciate you so much. This was awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, you talking about me? Man, you wear some my baby mama. I'm not a